Jordan, Lightfoot. Now, I'm doing this reaction right after working out, but we are doing this at a more convenient and acceptable time. When I did my first reaction, y'all, I was doing the editing for that. I'm looking at myself. I'm like, I gotta stop reacting late at night. But y'all don't understand, man. My schedule. But geez, I mean, I had stuff all over my mouth. I had stuff all over my mouth. Oh man, it was crazy. But anyway, we doing this at a more convenient and acceptable time. This is if you could read my mind. That's one of my favorite quotes to say to myself. But it's such a real question. Like what if the person that I'm talking to right now could read my mind? And they knew how just inconvenient and how much I just do not want to be in this conversation. Like, what if they could read my mind right now? It's a great question. But I can't wait to hear how Gordon Lightfoot puts this in a song, because the fact that my first reaction to him was him making a song about a boat that wrecked and like I forgot exactly how many, but a bunch of people died, and did it in such a poetic way. I'm just curious to hear how he's gonna do this. We'll do the song research afterwards, but I'm ready to get into it. Gordon Lightfoot, which by the way, I really like his name, Gordon Lightfoot. I don't know why. I don't know. When I think about my name, it's just so basic. So when I see people with like really cool names like this, I don't know. I get not jealous, but Gordon Lightfoot. That's really cool. But if you can read my mind, let's get into it.
If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old-time movie about a ghost from a wishing well, in a castle dark or a fortress strong, with chains upon my feet. You know that ghost is me, and I will never be set free as long as I'm a ghost you can't see. If I could read your mind, love, what a tale your thoughts could tell. Just like a paperback novel, the kind the drugstore sell. When you reach the part where the heartaches come, the hero would be me. Heroes often fail, and you won't read that book again because the ending's just too hard to take.
The orchestra, or it seems like it's like a full orchestra, but definitely the violins and everything. Well, not violins. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. His music is very, and maybe it wasn't like I thought because of the time that I was reacting to it, it felt like a lullaby, the wreckage of Edmund Fitzgerald. But maybe that's his style. Like, his music is very, not lullaby, but it's just so soothing. I really feel like this could put me to sleep. And not in a bad way. Like, it's like the music is that peaceful, and his voice is that calming, that it could really put me to sleep. But I really I enjoy this guy's music. I really do. Now I see here on this art cover, or this I want to say this is like a real copy of the single when it was sold, and I see the ship. Now I don't believe that's Reprise Records logo, so I'm gonna assume like, what is his connection with like boats and like is that the Edmund Fitzgerald? And this is a part because I forgot what did the wreckage of Edmund Fitzgerald, was that also the album, the name of the album? I forgot. I don't think so. I gotta do the research again, but I just noticed I keep seeing, he has a whole song about a boat. I'm seeing a boat here. I'm just trying to know what's the thing with the boats, but anyway, liking this song so far.
I'd walk away like a movie star who gets burned in a three-way script into number two. A movie queen to play the scene of bringing all the good things out in me. But for now, love, let's be real. Never thought I could act this way, and I've got to say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone, and I just can't get it back. If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just
why does he remind me of Elvis? His voice kind of reminds me of Elvis. The way he's singing, it's very Elvis-ish. And somebody's calling me, and my light flickers. I'll call you back, mommy. That's actually my mama calling me. So I'm gonna make this quick. I need to make sure my mama alright. But he reminds me of Elvis. I don't know why I'm feeling that way, but
like an old time movie about a ghost from a wishing well, in a castle dark or a fortress strong, with chains upon my feet. The story always ends. If you read between the lines, you'll know that I'm just trying to understand the feelings that you have. I never thought I could feel this way, and I've got to say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone, and I just can't get it back.
I'm sitting here looking at the vinyl cover. Is already telling me produced by Lenny Waronker and Joe Witzert, strings by Nick DeCaro. I liked it. I really, really liked it. Again, I don't know why. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping, but his voice really reminds me of Elvis. I'm not trolling, I'm not being funny, like I'm dead serious. I don't know why I feel that way, or why I'm hearing Elvis when I hear his voice. Lightfoot wrote the lyrics while he was reflecting on his own divorce. It reached #1 in Canada on commercial release in 1970 and charted in several other countries on international release in 1971. Cited his divorce for inspiring the lyrics. They came to him as he was sitting in a vacant Toronto house one summer. The song compares events in his relationship to a ghost movie and a paperback romance novel. The lyrics include, "I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone and I just can't get it back." At the request of his daughter, Ingrid, he performed the lyrics with a slight change. The line, "I'm just trying to understand the feelings that you lack," is altered to, "I'm just trying to understand the feelings that we lack." Lightfoot said in an interview that the difficulty with writing songs inspired by personal stories is that there is not always the emotional distance and clarity to make lyrical improvements such as the one his daughter suggested. It's very true. It's very true. And that's the one thing why I was really on Neil Young's side in the whole Neil Young, Leonard Skinner, Southern Man beef. Not the same in regards to subject matter, but when you make music from a real place, from a genuine place of self-expression, sometimes you just don't get a chance to like improve. Like I don't know. That was probably not a good example. What's a better example? I feel like I've reacted to a few songs where I've read that artists didn't necessarily like maybe a line or two that they said at the time. Well, later, but at the time it felt fitting. And that's another thing about music or about any form of expression. That's why, even in conversation, right? That's why they always tell you really think before you do anything or say anything. Because what you say or what you do, it could have lasting ramifications if you're not careful. And so when you just do things spur of the moment and don't really think about the long term, you could really hurt somebody's feelings. Certain things could come back and bite you in the butt, etc., etc. So that's actually dope that his daughter, kind of is like, look, which I'm assuming this is the daughter that he had with the person that he divorced. Like, come on, that hurts mommy's feelings, that hurt my feelings. Change the lyrics and try to make it in a way where you both claim responsibility, for what happened. Because to say, "I'm just trying to understand the feelings that you lack," it is just very one-sided. And so I can understand how that could hurt his daughter's feelings, about the matter. So that's dope, and it's dope that his daughter is the one who, told him to do it. That's really, really dope. I was just about to say, bro, okay. In 1987, Lightfoot filed a lawsuit against Michael Mason, the composer of Whitney Houston's hit "The Greatest Love of All." There were certain parts of this song where I felt like I was hearing Whitney Houston's "Greatest Love of All." The part I decided long ago, never know anyone shine on. That part sound very familiar. And so the fact, okay, let me read the rest of it. Alleging plagiarism of 24 bars. Oh, wow. The transitional section that begins, "I decided long ago to never walk in anyone's shadow," of the master song has the same melody as "I never thought I could act this way, and I got to say that I just don't get it." It definitely sounded the same. Did he win? Lightfoot stated that he dropped the lawsuit when he felt it was having a negative effect on the singer Houston because the lawsuit was about the writer and not her. God bless. Shout out to Gordon. Shout out to Gordon. He also said that he did not want people to think that he had stolen his melody from Macer. The case was settled out of court, and Macer issued a public apology. So I'm going to assume if he issued a public apology, he's admitting that he did take it. But shout out to Gordon. I mean, I don't think it's bad to go after what you want. And I mean, I don't think people recognize Whitney Houston as a writer. I think people kind of knew that she had writers for her. But I appreciate, just out of respect for her, and her mental well-being, he dropped it. And because I'm always in support of the creators. I think you should get whatever you want, whatever you deserve, especially if you feel like somebody took something from you, you should go and get it. But the fact that out of respect for this woman and her success, he dropped it, that says a lot about Gordon. He went up like 20 points on my Richter scale. Shout out to Gordon Lightfoot, man. I mean, I already liked him, but okay, and it was number 5 in the States. So this song did really well. Wow. I was about to pause at one part of the song and mention that, this sound like Whitney Houston. But I didn't want to pause it, and then of course I forgot. But it did sound very familiar. It sounded very familiar. Like, I mean, obviously, Greatest Love of All is one of the biggest songs ever. So it's kind of, and this is a prime example of why when you take something from somebody, especially like obvious, and it's funny to take something that was a hit, because apparently this was a big hit, Gordon Lightfoot song. So the fact that this Michael Macer guy took it and applied it to The Greatest Love of All, which also was a big hit. I mean, I guess it was kind of a win-win, but still, still, no pun intended. You stole it, but anyway, I really enjoyed it. Gordon has a very poetic way with words, and the fact that it came from a real place, a real experience. I loved every second of it. And I can't wait to hear more. So y'all request and recommend what else from Gordon Lightfoot I need to check out, and I definitely will. All right. But as always, like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, peace.